Hi, it's Biba Pedro and welcome on this new video. It's actually 7:30 in the morning and as you see I'm ready to go exercise. But before I go I was actually thinking about you. Well, if you're on my newsletter you probably know already that I had some issue with my health last year and a lot of stress about it. And as a result, what you don't know and what I never mentioned is actually I gained some weight because of that. And also, my parents came to see me for 2 months in December and January, and my mother cooked every day, so I ate a lot more than I used to. And actually, beside the extra weight that I gained, now I have like a big belly that I'm not used to, and actually I'm to the point that I never be in that shape in my entire life. So 2 weeks ago I had a breakthrough and I said now too much is too much, I have to do something, I have to really take action because I just can't continue like that. This is just horrible, I just don't like it and I want to be myself again. So I made a decision and I knew what I was supposed to do. When you gain weight, you know that you have to exercise and you have to eat differently, you have to stop junk food and that kind of thing. But most of the time we know we have to do it, but we're not necessarily doing it because we're not strong enough, because we need help. Because 2 weeks ago, that was, I said, that's it, that's too much, I have to do it. So where I live, there's like a trail just across the street, and I will show you that later. Just across the street there is a trail for 4 miles, and I used to do it every weekend before, but because of last year, all of the problem, I stopped doing it. And now I just have to cross the street, so really I have no excuses of not doing any exercise. So I knew what I had to do. First I had to exercise, and I decided to do it every other day. So I go and walk and exercise for an hour every other day. I decided that as soon as my parents left, no more junk food, no more big cooking, no more chocolate. I mean, I love cookies, I love chocolate, but I guess they love me too because now they're here and they stuck here. And I knew that I would probably need, I know that I have to do it, and I was ready to do it, but I know that I would probably need some help because sometimes I will probably be disappointed because I don't lose the belly or the weight the way I want. It is not fast enough and I need a push, and for that I found somebody to help me, because that way I know that I will have somebody to show me exercise, what really to do in order to lose this horrible belly that I have, and I needed help. So now you're probably wondering, okay, we're sorry for you, but what you losing weight and has to do with me and my marketing? Well, it has to do actually because I was thinking about that, and in order to do it and to make sure that I was ready to do it, I actually called it, I described a program, and I have a step-by-step program that I put together with the person who helped me, and I called it the Flat Belly Marketing. Because that way I said I will take my life as my business, and in my business I have no excuses, so I know what I have to do, when I have to do it, when I need a coach, when I need help, when I need to take a new program to go to the next level. I don't have any problem to do that in my business, but on my personal life it's kind of different. So I call it my Flat Belly Marketing, in order to put together a plan, a marketing plan, in order to make sure that I will lose the extra weight that I took since last year, and I will lose the belly, and I will have like a flat belly again. Plus, I'm going to New York in a couple of months, so I decided that the deadline to lose all of this is in the beginning of April, because I want to be nice again, look great again, and be nice again. So the reason why I'm telling all of this is because the way that I do my Flat Belly Marketing, it's probably something the same you have in your business. Maybe you at a point in your business you started a few years ago, and maybe you don't have the result that you were expecting. It doesn't go fast enough. You don't see the result fast enough, and you know that you're supposed to do different things. You have to do things, but of course you heard about strategy, you know that you have to do a newsletter, you know that you probably have to write a blog, you know that you have to write articles, you know that you have to follow up with people, you know that you have to go to networking events. You know all of these, but maybe you don't put all of this in place in your business, or maybe you don't know how to put the pieces together. So you probably need help in order to have a step-by-step system to know exactly what you're supposed to do and when you're supposed to do. And that's when comes the help. The same way that I took a help from somebody to be on my back and to push me and make sure that I don't procrastinate, and I make sure that every other day I go exercise and I do whatever she tells me to do in order to lose the weight, to lose the belly, make sure that I don't eat junk food anymore, and I make sure that I'm on track. So the same way, you probably need help in your business to have somebody next to you to show you exactly what to do step by step, and actually to show you how to put all of those strategy together. Because maybe you said, in January 1st, usually on January 1st, everybody take the resolution. But we already mid-February, and I'm sure that, you probably lose some of those resolutions. So what you need is actually to have somebody next to you to show you step by step what to do, and to make sure that they push you, and then they make sure that you stay on track. And very important, how to put everything together and make sure that you don't stop, you don't procrastinate, and you don't stop. And for example, you can say, oh, I'm starting a newsletter, and then 3 weeks later you stop the newsletter, and then you decided to do article, and then you stop article. No, how to put all of this together, have a marketing action plan to know how to put all of the pieces together and make sure that you do it on a regular basis. Now, the advice that I always give to my clients in marketing, in order to do their marketing, because usually people don't put the marketing the number one priority. I always say that you have to set up a meeting with yourself once a week, every other day, when you're comfortable, but you have to do marketing for you. It's very important for your business to develop your business. So in my case, for my exercise, I decided that I will go exercise every other day for an hour. So now in your business, you can decide that you will do marketing an hour a day, or an hour every other day, or it can be 1 day a week. It's up to you what is more comfortable with you, but it's very important that as soon as you pick up a date and time, you just stick to it. And that's why it's also important to have somebody behind you to make sure that, if you decide that you do an hour every other day, let's say from, I go to work from 7:30 to 8:30. So let's say you do marketing from, 8 to 9 or 9 to 10, make sure that you stick to it. So this is really the relation that I see between my situation and probably a lot of people in the business. And also very important, not only you have to put the plan together, you have to decide the date and stick to it. You have to put the strategy in place and make sure that everything goes together, and you have to have a deadline. Because if you said, maybe during the year I will get to 6 figures or something like that. If you're not specific enough, it won't happen, because I'm sure that in the meantime, in the next 12 months, you will probably lose some of this. So in my case, my deadline is in a couple of months, because I have these big events and I want to make sure that I look good. So what is your deadline in your business? I would say the best thing is to put a plan every 3 months, every quarter. So that way you know exactly where you start, where you finish, how you grow in between, and at the end of every month you already look where you are, and at the end of the quarter you make like an audit in your business, and you know exactly where you are. So that way you can work on the next step, which is the next quarter, and then you know exactly what works during the 3 months, what didn't work, so what you can do in the next quarter. So that way what didn't work, so you just stop it, and then what works, you do more of those. So this is actually the relation that I saw in between, and the same way that I put in place my flat belly marketing, I hope that you will put your marketing action plan in your business. And if you need help, well, actually, that's the reason why I created my new program, Miami Business Intensive, in order to be the same way that I took somebody to help me, a fitness coach to help me. I will be here to help you if you need my help, in order to put all of those pieces together, to put a step-by-step program, so that way you know exactly what to do every day, every month, every quarter, and for the next 12 months. And I will be there also on your side to push you and to maybe kick in your ass if you need sometime. I have a client one day who told me that. She said something during the session, and it was on the phone, and I didn't really get what she said, because sometimes I'm lost in translation. I said, what do you mean? She said, I need a kick in the butt. Well, I said, well, I know how to do that, and I can definitely do that for you, and I can be there for you in order to help you. So, and then you have to put a deadline, and that way you will have a better result in your business. So I will show you exactly where I live. Maybe you saw a video before, but you know, there's no excuses for me to not going exercise, because I literally have to just cross the street to be on the trail. And you know, the same way you probably in your business, you have no excuses, you have to do it. So now it's time to do it. So let me show you outside where I'm going now, and where I walk every other day. Okay, follow me. Okay, so this is where I have to go. I just have to go downstairs, just cross the street, and then go around the golf course. And you see the sun is coming. And all around, you see all around the golf course, this is where is the trail, just over there when you see the building over there. So I just have to go all over around the golf course, and this is actually, you see here, over there, and I come back here. So it takes me about 50 minutes in order to do that. And as you can see, well, with a view, that there's definitely no excuses in order to do that. And I don't know if we will see it, because there's few people, and you know, we see some of them. You see people working over there, and there's every day from early in the morning to late at night, there's people who actually walk all the time. So I'm not even alone when I walk, and so that's the reason why this is my no excuses anymore. And this is part of my Flat Valley marketing. I will have to go now, and I have to go downstairs, and I actually have to do the work and to do the exercise. But I really encourage you to, if you have the same breakthrough in your business that I had with my health, I really encourage you to do something. You really have to act on it now. You have to work on your marketing action plan. You can do it yourself, which probably will take you some more times, and that's the reason why in my case I decided to work with somebody. I already have different business coach in my business, but you know, I decided to also work with somebody for my health, because I know that I need it. It's not too late for me, but if I don't do anything, it will probably too late. So it's the same in your business. It's not too late to act, but you have to do it now. So in order to learn more about my new VIP coaching program, go to www.miamibusinessintensive, and you will see all the information. You will see everything that we will do, and the same way that I explain how to put all the strategy together, and how to help you, how to be on your side, and how to be there for you, and in order to track everything and make sure that your business grow. I will be there for you, and now it's time for me to go. So I see you soon. Bye-bye.